Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Before starting my video, if you didn't subscribe my channel yet, please do, and do not turn on notifications as I'm sharing everyday great contents for you. Alright, in this section, in this video, I would like to continue with system functions and print function and declaring tables. Okay, these three subject will be in this video. Okay, start with the system functions first. Let's type. Actually, you might not gonna use those system functions too much, but I would like to show you how you're able to reach the system informations. Select, use at. If you type double at, you will able to see every details provided by Microsoft, provided by MS SQL as a to find out the system informations. Let's have a look at the language. Function 5. Our language is US English. And let's have a look, for example, version. Oops, control space, version. Why couldn't, yep, version, function 5. This is our MS SQL version 2019 and blah blah blah. All of information located here, guys. Okay, let's make it smaller. And let's have a look again. Let's find out our server name. The server name is normally, it's very useful. Also, I showed you in our first lesson, if you right click on the properties, you're able to see your server name from here and your version, your language, everything. These are system properties and you're able to reach them using by queries. Perfect. Let's have a look at a couple of something different. Let's, it must be language ID, I guess. Yeah, lang ID. It's going to be 0 because it is US English is defined as a 0. Okay, perfect. Let's have a look another things. If you curious about any information about your system, you can have a look and you can choose and have a look what's the result. The max allowed connections is, as you can see, it's exactly same as a small integer, right? 32,767 connections is allowed to SQL. Perfect. Let's make this section command line and let's continue with print. As you see in my all lessons until this video, we have a result as a table and we have a result as a message. So we all the time we using select method, select query, and it returns us a table result, right? Let's say here select, for example, 5, function 5, anonymous column and first row. This is a table view result. Okay, what if I would like to print, I would like to print my messages on message sequence. To do that, I'm going to use print function. Let's say 5, function 5, as you can see, our result located in 5. You can use mathematical operations and you can use tables as well. Okay, let's do something complicated. Let's declare integer, sorry, at number 1 as an integer and declare at number 2. You can consider this print as a console write line in C#, by the way. Okay, declare number 2 integer and let's say declare total is number 1 multiple number 2. Alright, let me have a look why we get any. Alright, let's add an add section here. Syntax declare at number. Oh, sorry, not declare. I'm using declare and I'm trying to set, right? So it's going to be integer and let's set our total. Perfect. Let's give some variable to number 1, 2, and total. All right. Set. Actually, I'm going to give numbers first. Set number 1 is going to be 5, and set number 2 is going to be 7, and this is going to be total, and let's print our total. This is the result, 35 we have as a message. All right, let's add something a little bit different. Print, add some text with single quotes. How can I say this is a calculation? Yeah, function 5, something like that. Perfect. Let's add another print, function 5. Perfect. This is how you adding messages in your message section, I can say clearly. Okay, let's make this section command line. I'm not gonna do any more example with this section. All right, let's continue declaring table, which is much more important than the previous ones. To declare a table, we follow the same rules. Declare at the temporary table name. For example, let's say temp table. All right, and I'm going to say this is going to be a table like integer or varchar, whatever it is. Now all we need to do, add the temporary columns. So I want, for example, um, let's say ID, which is going to be integer, and I want, for example, total amount as a decimal. I'm just randomly creating new columns for temporary table, and let's say name or product varchar 25. All right, you can do not forget the comma. Okay, so our temporary table is ready. Let's select star from temporary table. It's here, as you can see. Function 5, nothing we have, as you can see, because we didn't add any data. But if you make this section gone, you don't have any temporary table anymore, so you have to keep it open. All right, let's insert some data. Insert into temporary table. Let's say ID must be the one, actually ID product and total amount. The value is going to be, let's say 1, let's say pencil 25. Function 5, as you can see, here is the result. As I told you before, you have to keep them open because these are temporary variable. I'm going to use this temporary table while I was using my triggers as well. If you remember our previous lesson, let's go back to trigger, one of our triggers, modify. As you can see, we are declaring a lot of ID, right? I can declare a temporary table. As you can see, we are declaring variables and inserting data. I can declare a table and I can add those all of them as a temporary column, and I can use insert instead of select, and I can use temporary table instead of temporary variables. Okay, let's close it. I'm gonna do an example when I start creating our triggers again after we learned if and when case. Alright guys, let me have a look. Should I tell you anything about declaring tables? I'm going to make this section comment again. Actually, let's switch our triggers, one of our triggers, using a declaring table. Okay, let's alter it now. Declare at temporary table. Let's make it table. Alright, so I'm going to give a new ID, integer, or just say ID, yeah, integer, and let's say product ID, integer. Do not forget comma all the time. Sell price is going to be decimal 18,2. Alright, now let's add data to our temporary table. Okay, insert into temporary table ID, comma, product ID, comma, and sell price. The value is going to be, so the value is going to be comes from inserted, right? So let's say ID from inserted, comma. Actually, we need to use subquery select ID from inserted. Probably we got an ambitious, so it's alright. Inserted from CBSAs, alright. And we need the product ID as well. Let's add another subquery. Select product ID from inserted again. Yep, here we go. And we need a sell price. That the sell price coming from TBL products. Okay, let's add another subquery. Select sell price from TBL products. TBL products. Let me have a look. But I need a product ID anyway. So how let me have a look. Actually, I'm going to remove because I need product ID, but we didn't insert it. I'm going to take this out, just this one. Okay, I'm going to change my temporary table, ID table. All right, so I'm going to change the name ID table and remove the sell price. I'm not gonna keep the sell price. Okay, ID product ID. So we have two ID here. Okay, now we can delete ID. Okay, so we need a product ID, right? So I'm going to call my temporary table. Yeah, I'm going to use a subquery here. Select. We need product ID, right? Select product ID from temporary table. ID table. Okay, I got my product ID, then I got my sell price. All right, so all I need is this ID, new ID, and it's going to be another subquery here. Select ID from ID table. Yep, let's use function 5. Comments completed successfully. So it means we are using temporary table instead of temporary variable. This is how we using actually this is the best uh, example in my opinion to show you the temporary tables. Okay, let's try the total amount maker. Let's have a look at it up to 100. Let's add a new data. Product ID, let's say 2. The client is 1. Employee is 1. Quantity is 3. Enter. And let's execute. Total amount is working. Perfect. Anything else? I guess I'm going to finish this lesson here. Let's close it now. Actually, I don't need to. Do I need to save it? Let's bring the alter section to here, and let's make it. Yeah, because I'm going to save this section, not you. No, and I'm going to save it. Okay, let me finish this lesson here, guys. Let's save our query list for table variable table variables system functions and what was the other subject we talked about? Yeah, print function. Yeah. Let's save it. Alright, let's push them all in our local repository. cd desktop, cd MSSQL, git checkout, development, add all git commit -m. Let's say table variables system functions print. All done. Let's check out to main and let's merge with the dev. Let's have a look at our log. It's all up to date now. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching my video, and if you like the video I will be really appreciated, and if you have any question do not forget to drop comment below the video. Take care of yourselves, see you in the next lesson. Bye bye.